Assalamualaikum. My name is Dayang Nur Syukriya binti Awangsari and my metric number is 067895. The halal food industry is one of the main contributors to the country's economic resources and it is growing globally. The Department of Islamic Religious Development, JAKIM, has been given the authority to manage the Malaysian Halal Certification Scheme, as well as act as an authoritative body in matters related to halal certification. The development of the halal food industry, caused by the existence of a halal guarantee system, can empower the maintenance of halal integrity across the food supply chain in a wider network. This halal certification system and certification body is not only used by Malaysia but also by various countries. By expanding halal products, it is possible to ensure that all the ingredients used in the production process are carried out in compliance with the principle of halal thayyiban, which is the guidelines of Sharia. Food sector is a source of basic needs that guarantee economic stability for a country. Food crime is the act of altering food products or contaminating food products with inappropriate substance for economic gain for the purpose of adulteration, fraud, and sabotage. This food crime also includes deliberately contaminating food and drink with impurities such as pig, carcass blood, animals that are halal but not slaughtered according to Islamic teachings, prohibited animals such as rats, and intoxicants such as alcohol. Based on the issue of the illegal import meat cartel syndicate involving the falsification of halal logo labeling, the company used false documents including customs forms, import permits, halal certificates, and payment receipts. It can be seen that the individual is greedy and untrustworthy because they have neglected the safety and well-being of their customers. A bad tactic used by the import meat cartel is to import meat from a legitimate source and place meat with halal status mixed with the meat that does not have a valid halal certificate. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Islamic Abbas and my metric number is 066843 and I will explain about halal integrity and ethical production. Ensuring the halal integrity and ethical sourcing of meat is crucial in Islamic practices and the Malaysian food industry. However, the recent cartel issue in Malaysia has revealed the weaknesses in maintaining the halal status and quality of imported meat. This challenge compromises the overall integrity of halal production, particularly in the areas of questionable sourcing and slaughtering practices. This is because the meat cartel issue involved imported frozen meat from the country that did not have halal certification from JAKIM. And secondly, the integrity of halal food production faces a threat from corruption within the regulatory bodies. Collusion and corrupt practices among importers, abattoirs, and the certification bodies contribute to this issue. And additionally, the illegal cartel is involved in acquiring suppliers from unrecognized sources. For example, slaughterhouses in Canada, Colombia, Ukraine, and the United Kingdom. The illegal meat cartel not only engaged in the market manipulation but also resorted to strong arm tactics against competitors, particularly the Bumi-Putra importers. The cartel will then influence over the local import market, employing tactics such as price manipulation. And one of the ethical concerns arising from meat cartel activity within the context of Islamic economy, whether is the violation of the principle of transparency and honesty. Another ethical implication is the infringement of consumer rights. And meat cartel activity harm them by inflating prices and compromising their quality. Meat cartel also violate the principle of welfare, which is a key of objective of Islam. And lastly, meat cartel also violate the principle of cooperation, which is a vital aspect of Islam.
My name is Din Osafani binti Muhammad Zaki. My metric number is 067948. I would like to explain about consumer trust and religion sensibilities. Food fraud fails food production and illegal food-related activities in Malaysia have worsened due to insufficient government oversight and law enforcement. Despite efforts to prevent food crime, lawless allow offenders to continue their operations. Lack of surveillance and law enforcement hinder investigation due to funding, knowledge, and broad reach of criminals. Criminals also use reptiles to operate unindependent. Criminals also devise ways to evade capture, such as working with gangsters or the mafia, gaining access to insiders in the food sector or law enforcement. To tackle this issue, an all-encompassing strategy is needed, including increased law enforcement, enhanced surveillance, increased collaboration between government and business, and rising public awareness of food crime risks. Being aware of the latest criminal strategies and adapting to changing criminal conditions are also crucial. Meat smuggling to Malaysia poses significant security, health and economic challenges due to national borders and potential violations of health and safety standards. The risk of contamination, the use of dangerous chemicals, and hygiene control standards of imported products are also significant. Mixing halal and haram meat can contaminate the raw material, tarnishing Malaysia's reputation as a global halal hub and raising concerns among Muslim consumers about the authenticity of meat products. Surah Al-Baqarah 168. O people, eat what is halal and good from what is found on earth, and do not follow the steps of the devil, because indeed the devil is a clear enemy for you. Islam has halal and haram rules, with Surah Al-Baqarah stating that eating halal and nutritious means is associated with the following religious directive and upholding bodily and spiritual purity. As a result, Malaysia are becoming more cautious when selecting imported meat-based goods and are more inclined to choose fresh meat products. Importers of beef are experiencing a decline in earnings due to unfavorable competition from non-taxable subpar goods. Therefore, it is crucial for Malaysia to adhere to these rules to maintain its halal reputation.
Assalamualaikum. I am Shurani binti Jarkasi and my metric number is 060657. I will explain about the regulatory framework and enforcement of halal meat supply chain. In Malaysia, the entire process of the halal meat supply chain is regulated by comprehensive regulation and standards. First and foremost, halal meat must be produced in fully integrated establishments such as permitted farm halal slaughterhouse listed by the Department of Islamic Development of Malaysia, JAKIM. Besides that, Food Safety Act 1983 and Food Hygiene Regulation 2009 has obligated that all feed given to poultry, cattle and sheep must adhere to halal standard. Moreover, to assist Malaysia's food safety and quality management system as well as halal industry, the Department of Veterinary Service (DVS) and JAKIM collaborated to carry out a comprehensive certification program, inspections and accreditation system as well as implement a legislation. Furthermore, Halalan Toiban Assurance Pipeline has provided a guideline which states that the product based on the halal meat must be separated from those non-halal during the transportation and storage process, while meat imported from other countries will not be permitted to enter the local port unless there is a declaration of Department of Health, certificate of the meat, certification from halal abattoirs, and quality inspection performed by the Department of Health, Customs, and Quarantine Service at the port. Unfortunately, even though there is a regulatory framework to ensure halal meat supply chain in Malaysia, issues related to food crime still exist. As example is the illegal meat cartel issue. Therefore, it shows the existence of challenge that hinder its effectiveness. The challenge is the complexity of the supply chain, corruption and collusion, and weak interagency coordination.
My My name is Wadimisia binti Shamsabari. My matric number is 068244. So next I continue with the next part, which is the impact of economy. The first point that we are highlight here is reduce the market shares of trustworthy manufacture. The unlawful of meat cultures in Malaysia's halal food business, like the sale of goods that are not certified or that are mislabeled. Because of that, purchasing power of customer decrease on the permissible halal product in Malaysia when they get disappointed with the halal business. In this issue, people may pick different product if they have doubt about the level of halal certified goods, but it's not. Along with having other negative economic effects, including employment losses and interruptions in the halal food supply chain. This also makes it difficult for authorized halal manufacturers to compete. The second point is the position of authorized halal producers. The Islamic Development Department of Malaysia, known as JAKIM, is seriously threatened by the occurrence of illegal meat crime syndicates in Malaysia's halal food business. Although JAKIM may not be directly responsible for approving goods produced by illegal cutters, linking their action to the larger halal certification process may harm JAKIM's reputation in the long run. It may be difficult for JAKIM to win back the public trust and support if they believe the agency is ineffective in verifying the authenticity of halal goods. The last point is because of this issue, it leads to the job losses in this business. Legal halal producers suffer financial losses as the result of the entry of illegal meat cutters into the halal food market. The lawful firms are under a great deal of strain due to the drop in income and market share, which is made worse by consumers choose towards cheaper but illegal alternatives. Due to the economic downturn, these companies could have to reduce their staff, which might cause an increase in unemployment. However, the effects of these localized impacts spread across the economy, impact to the unstable economic environment.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hasriza binti Zukri. My matric number is 067887. Now we move on into social and cultural implications. Illegal meat cultures issues can leave an impact on social and cultural implications since Malaysia is a Muslim majority country. Therefore, consuming halal food is a religious necessity for Muslims. Illegal meat cartels pose a threat to Malaysia's halal food purity. This weakens customer trust in the halal certification system and raises worries about legitimacy of halal items. Other than that, illegal meat cartels also can have significant implications for food safety concern. It can be said when these cartels engage in fraudulent activities related to the production and distribution of meat products, several food safety issues may arise. This can lead to foodborne illnesses and health risks for consumers. The presence of illegal meat in the market raises concern about safety and quality of Malaysian meals. The existence of illegal meat cartels affect the legitimate halal industry in Malaysia. It creates unfair competition for halal certificate businesses and reduce their market share. This can have a negative economic impact such as lost income, job losses and decreased investment in halal industry. Furthermore, the presence of halal meat cartels erodes trust and confidence in food industry as a whole. Consumer may grow skeptical about authenticity of halal products as well as the effectiveness of regulatory organization in guaranteeing food safety and halal compliance. Moreover, halal food is just not religious obligation for Muslims in Malaysia, but it also cultural symbolic. This symbolizes their identity and ideals. The presence of illegal meat cartels weaken the cultural value of halal food and can leave Muslims feeling betrayed and disappointed. The actions of illegal meat cartels have a significant effect on communal values and halal consuming norms. These cartels damage the integrity of halal food system and risk consumer trust and confidence. It can impact the valuation of religious belief. For Muslim, halal consumption is religious requirement, and the presence of illegal meat cartels weaken customer trust in the halal certification process. This violation of religious value might cause people to lose faith in halal food system and cast doubt in the validity of halal items. Other than that, smuggling, adulteration and mislabeling of meat products are common operations of illegal meat gangs. This threaten food safety and endanger consumer health. This reduce the communal value of maintaining individuals' well-being and health through halal consumption. Not only that, the development of illegal meat cartels can harm the halal industry's bottom line. It unfairly competes with real halal businesses and reduces their profitability. This may result in a decrease in the supply of halal items and reduction in consumer options, affecting communal ideas such as economic fairness and access to halal cuisine. The operations of illegal meat cartels weaken customer trust in halal certifications agency as well as consumer trust in halal food manufacturers. This lack of trust weakens the halal food system's social value of transparency and accountability.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Alfia binti Ibrahim. My metric number is 065905. I am the last presenter and I will present the conclusion part. Islam places significant emphasis on the concept of halal and tayyiban, emphasizing the consumption of food that is not only permissible, halal, but also wholesome and pure. This is practically evident in the domain of meat consumption for Muslims, where adherence to Islamic practice in the slaughtering process is essential, ensuring that the meat is free from hazardous elements. However, challenges have emerged in the production of halal meat, necessitating a collaborative effort from various stakeholders. To address this challenge effectively, there is a call for increased regional collaboration among stakeholders, including the government, halal authorities, and Muslim consumers. By fostering stronger partnership and empowering regional halal ecosystem, a more robust and reliable halal business can be established, ensuring the availability of high-quality halal meat for Muslim consumers. This regional cooperation is essential for advancing economic sustainability as well as preserving the integrity of halal tradition. Muslim consumers may be helped by making educated decisions, halal authorities can enforce and maintain strict standards, and government can play a critical role in putting supporting law into place. Together, these parties may establish a climate that supports the halal industry adherence to Muslim communities, moral and religious standards, while also promoting economic growth through the manufacture and consumption of halal goods. The difficulty in producing halal meat may be successfully overcome with this cooperative strategy, highlighting the need for regional collaboration in maintaining and growing the halal sector. That's all from our group. Thank you for watching.